love the sound of that.
I'm Shane Wilkinson with Wilkinson Auction Realty Company out of Muscadet, Wisconsin. Today we're at the Don and Wanless Family Farm. It's an 8th-generation farm. They have had Oliver tractors on this farm since the beginning. It was the first tractor here. On June 15th, Saturday, at our antique tractor consignment auction, we will be selling partial of Don and Alleen's collection. There'd be about 15 plus Oliver tractors, other tractors, some Case, and on top of that, there'll be also other consigners who bring in plenty of other tractors. We're expecting probably around 100 collector tractors that day. So if you want to take a look at, give you a nice preview of what Don's got here, and hope to see you there on June 15th.
Okay, well, I'm Don Wanless. I was born and raised here on this farm. I'm 83 now, and I've been here most of the time. I got interested in Olivers when my dad came home with a new 60 and cultivators when I was 7. And he took me out back of the barn and I rode around with him, and then he told me to take it, which I did. And I spent the next week cultivating corn in all these fields right here. In '53, we got a new 77, and I put a lot of hours on that one. And then I left the farm for a while, got drafted and went to Germany in the Army. And when I came back, I worked at a feed company in Madison for a while. After that, I came back to the farm and married my wife, and now we've been married 57 years and been here ever since. I guess you might say I've rekindled my love for Olivers since my childhood, and started this collection about 15 or 20 years ago. And I've had a couple of other ones, but none seem to compare with the Olivers, both for using them and the way they sound. I love the sound of most all of them, and they are top shelf in my book. Oh, sure. This is my grandson, Dustin Wanless, and he's been with them and developed a love for them ever since a young age.
Definitely.
And he makes an excellent partner for me when we go on rides and so forth. We've spent a lot of enjoyable hours together on these tractors, on them and with them.
And lately fixing them.
Yes.
Getting them going again. They sat in the shed for probably the last 6-7 years, and in the last year or so we've really gotten them out and cleaned them up again and gotten them. We always say it's always fun to come down to the house and tell Grandpa we got 2 more running, and you just put them on the second notch and they just purr. So it's always fun to see a smile come back on the face. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so this tractor, what we've been told, we want to look it up a little bit more before the sale. It came with LP on it. 1 of 3 is what we were told on from the factory floor in Charles City, Iowa. So it wasn't retrofitted, so it's a pretty neat tractor with the setback front end. Regular tires and everything that are on it came with it. My cousin Lee redid this whole tractor, repainted it, and he did a fantastic job on it. It just purrs. It's got a brand new seat on it, so it's comfortable to drive. Just a good running, powerful tractor. Probably not for farm use. I think it's a little rare for that, but I'd say it's been the centerpiece of his collection for quite a while now.
Yeah.
It's kind of that kind of tractor.
Yes, it has. It's definitely a centerpiece of it.
But yeah, as he said, we took it on a lot of rides. I think he went on 3 rides with this one, but all the tractors that are selling
I would say half of them have been on rides.
Yes.
All of them have been to shows.
Yes.
That's kind of the basis of our relationship, has been around these tractors.
Yes.
So, so this is an Oliver 88 diesel super. Yeah, it's got the standard front end on it. Like I said, diesel. This thing just purrs. It runs great, plenty of power. It's nice for a collector tractor because no matter how long it sits, this thing sat for probably 8 to 10 years, and we went and Pop started it and started immediately. A really awesome tractor. We've really loved this tractor. The little we've had it in and out. So this is the 88 standard. It has the belt pulley on there, setback front end. Just another good tractor. We used to use this one to pull a road grader around, the old pull style. It's just kind of a neat tractor. Kind of that fatter, lower look than your supers that sit up. Super 66, narrow front. We've taken this on some rides. This one's got original paint on it. It's never been repainted. The wheels obviously are not factory. Those have been repainted. But the body itself is all original paint. Oliver Standard 66. So we've got the 66 standard, we've got a 77 standard that will also be on the sale, then an 88 standard. Yeah, kind of same setup as that 88 standard. Grandpa and I have taken, this was the first one that we ever took on a tractor ride. So it ran great for us all those years. And then, yeah, again, it sat in the shed for probably the last 10 years or so. And we got it back out last year. Drove it down here. All these that are down here, I mean, like I said, second notch, they just purr. And so that's the goal on all these before we take them to the sale. We want them to run great. And probably about 11 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour, somewhere in there, even with the little tires. It really gets up in that respect. We never had a problem keeping up on the ride. So if you want a tractor for riding, it's a great one. My son's, one of his favorite tractors, the little one, fits him perfectly, is what he says. He's 4. So Super 55 diesel. It runs great. Yeah, it's just a cool tractor. It's got a 3-point on it. It's been all repainted. I don't know what's up with the steering wheel. It's an oversized steering wheel somebody put on there. Super 55 diesel. And down here we've got an Oliver 60. So the first tractor on this farm was an Oliver 60. However, this is a standard with a wide front. The first one was a narrow front. So we've got 2 of those as well. One of those is going to be selling with the steel wheels. It's got rubber in the front, steel in the back on that other narrow front. This one, however, rubber all the way around. Yeah, it's got the original 60 grill. You'll see all the other ones, the 55s, things like that. Those have the yellow with the lines on it. This is that kind of mesh looking grill. So it's got a PTO on it, no 3-point. Feels like you're driving a go-kart on this thing. I put this thing in 6th earlier and just gets up and goes. But Grandpa had this repainted, I'd say 15 years ago. This is one of the earlier tractors he had. But it's been stored in a shed. It's going to get power washed and everything before the sale, so it'll look super nice for that. What do you think of this tractor?
Good.
Yeah? Which one's your favorite?
All of them.
All of them? Hey, can you tell him? What's your brother's name? What's your little brother's name?
Oliver.
Oliver?
Yeah.
Yep, you're Warren, and your little brother was born a month ago, and his name is Oliver. So
And he's 0.
we gotta keep some Olivers on the farm, so he's definitely staying.
There you go. Perfect.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Click that dang bell button